Stampers. I'm Kelly Atchison out of StampAbove.com, coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the U.S. So today for my Wait, What? Wednesday tip video, I decided to share with you the way that I start creating with my Stampin' Up! Products. Now, I've had a lot of you ask me, how do you come up with your ideas? What inspires you? What gets you going? So I'm going to share some of those tips with you today in hopes that it will help you when you start designing with your stamping products. Let's flip the camera around and I'll show you what I mean. Now, when I get ready to start creating, I usually choose a stamp set. And today I'm actually going to be working with the Bonanza Buddies. This was one of my kit classes. I believe it was in February. I'm doing an online class with this stamp set that will be released on Friday, March 13th. So I'm super excited about that, but I need to get some cards designed for this. So I like to bring out my stamp set. So first I select a stamp set, and this stamp set happens to have matching dies, so that's always fun to work with. Then what I do is I get out a bunch of blocks. Now, you may not have a bunch of blocks. I do a lot of big stamping events, so I have to have a lot of blocks. But one of the easiest things that I find is important to me is to mount all my stamps on blocks, because it makes me crazy to have to take them off and put them on a different block because I don't have any blocks. So as you are adding to your stamping supplies, you may want to consider just adding a block in every once in a while so you have more than one of each size, which makes designing and stamping with them a lot easier when you don't have to keep moving them around, right? So I will just bring out a bunch of blocks in the sizes that I think I need, and then I will take and mount every one of the stamps in the set. I want it to be easy, handy, quick. So I've got this one. Another thing that you want to do is mount the stamps on the correct size block. If I were to mount this little stamp on a great big block, what you're going to end up with when you ink it up is a bunch of ink all over your block, which then gets on your fingers. You've seen me do that a million times, right? Which then gets on your projects, and it's just a big source of frustration. So make sure that you are selecting the block that is closest in size to the stamp that you're using. And I choose to put my stamps down on my tabletop and just press the block into them. That way, if you have any more delicate stamps that are kind of intricate, you won't warp them as you're sticking them on like this. You leave them lay on the surface, and then they're going to be in the correct shape to put on a block. So that's how I go about getting ready to use a particular stamp set or bundle to design cards. Now, this little birthday bonanza, or I guess this is called Bonanza Buddies, it's the birthday bonanza suite, is one of my favorites. I have had so much fun creating with this entire suite of products. I love the color coordination. It makes life so simple. Ooh, I need some more blocks. Hang tight. Here comes some more. Make sure that you don't leave these stamps lay out too long, because let's say I got distracted and I've got these stamps sitting out here, and then I come back and sit down here and go, oh, this is cute. And then you do this. Where did my stamps go? Yeah, they're right here. And I have misplaced stamps. I've actually lost some stamps that way, but I have misplaced them, and it is very, very frustrating. So make sure you don't do that to yourself. Always mount them right away. And you think that, oh, it'll be fine, it'll be right there. Yeah, that's what I thought too. And then you lose a stamp, and it's never a stamp that you don't use often from a set. It's always, 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 what is this? This is the from. I'm not going to mount that right now, but it's always a stamp that you need and used frequently. It's never one that you didn't use that much, right? Because that's kind of the law. But yeah, I just like to get everything mounted and ready to roll so that, well, I'm going to put this one back. I don't have any more of these little square blocks left, so I'm just going to mount some of my bigger stamps. I think I've got some stamps that are mounted in bins for classes, and I'll go back through and pull those out. This one is pretty big for that. Let me grab some more small blocks. Here we go. And you know, if you're not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, it's highly unlikely that you will have this many blocks. Maybe some of you do, I don't know. But like I said, just start adding some blocks. Sometimes I double up. I've got one on here and I'll put another one on this side. That's another good way because you can see through the block. That's another good way to do it. Here I'm going to do the same thing. I've got my balloon and now I've got my beak for my toucan right there. Sometimes that works out really good. So then once I have all of these ready to roll, I just happen to have all of these old wood stamp cases. This is what Stampin' Up's stamps used to come in when we had wood mount, and there was a lid that closed and I just cut it off. If you have any of these old cases, these are fabulous for holding your stamps while they're mounted. I always put them in here. There's a piece of cardstock that I've cut to size in the bottom. I always put them in here just like this. You want your rubber side down. First of all, so you can see the image well when you're looking through your stamps. But secondly, if you don't clean your stamps in between using them right away, you will have the ink on that black paper versus up here like this. The other thing you don't want to do, you do not want to leave these rubber side up in here and then put them in a bin and stack stuff on them, okay? Because the weight of this punch is going to ruin your stamps. So you always want to be careful with those. We've made a big investment in these. I like to take pretty good care of them. The other thing, if you don't have access to any of these old wood mount cases, you can find these little bins at your dollar stores and put a piece of cardstock in the bottom if you'd like. I like that because then these won't stick to the bottom. But you can also use this just to hold all your stamps. I just find that I feel a bit more organized and I'm not losing things when I have all of my stamps set up in some type of a little bin like this. They're all contained, right? So I decided that when I was done sharing my tip, oh, I have one more tip for you. Another thing I like to do is as I'm using a suite and I've die cut some images, like this is the tag die that comes in the Bonanza dies. If I die cut something and then don't use it, I just keep it in the stamp case. Here's another perfect example. I used my Stamparatus to set it up as a template to stamp a bunch of toucans and I had some left over. I will take these and also put them in my stamp case so that if I need one in the future, I don't have to stamp it again. I've already got it right here. So I like to do that too. That's just another little tip that is a time saver. Then you're not wasting these images or they're getting lost someplace because you didn't have them contained with the bundle of product. Now, I also decided that I would like to share a bunch of different stamping ideas with you, you guys. I have had so much fun with this Birthday Bonanza suite. And I can tell you that if you ordered the Birthday Bonanza kit in February, the online class, the new class coming out this Friday, March 13th, is completely different. All the cards are different. There are going to be 9 cards plus 2 little treat holders. You have an exclusive video for each one of those projects. Plus, you can order the option that has the pre-cut cardstock packs. This is actually the pre-cut cardstock pack for the Painted Poppies February class. I still have some of these left if anybody is interested. You'll find those on my blog. Look for online classes in the right-hand column. You'll find all the online classes that I still have available. But with the Birthday Bonanza class coming out Friday, you have the option to just order the online class for $25. So you can get the pre-cut cardstock pack that has all of the layers in it for 9 cards plus 2 treat holders with the class. Or you can order the entire suite of products from me and it's all predetermined and listed. You'll fill out a form and I will then place that order for you after you've paid your PayPal invoice. You get the class for free and the pre-cut cardstock pack as a bonus. So 3 different options for you, whatever works best for your life and situation. All right, so I have a whole bunch of adorable cards to share with you using this bundle. Now, you could use this to make children's cards or adult cards. Some of these are geared more towards kids, but others show that the versatility in this set can be used for adults too. I love all the bright, beautiful colors. Here's another one that I thought was super cute with the heart die in it. This one is fun. It's got a little wobble on there. Those are always fun. Another great layout with that lion. I love all the 3D you can do here. Now, I didn't make all of these cards. Some of them I made, like this one. Here is the party hat turned upside down as an ice cream cone, so that's kind of fun. This is a super cute pop-up card made by one of my team members, Lisa Nealand. Is it Nealand or Nyland? I think it's Nealand. But look at how fun that is. Yeah, super, super cute. Don't forget to use that designer series paper to decorate the flaps of your envelopes. This is so fun for people to get in the mail when you have a decorated envelope, right? And what you're gonna find is that we're all kind of paper hoarders. I'm trying to get better about it and use it up. But what you're gonna find is this paper is trendy right now. These colors are popular and trendy, but they do go out of style. And if you hoard your designer series paper, what you're gonna end up doing is making cards with outdated paper, outdated designs. And your cards aren't going to be as attractive anymore when they're not trendy and staying with the color trends that are happening at the time. So stop hoarding. That's what I have to say. I love this card. This is made by one of my team members, Kathy Miller. I love this card because it has nothing to do with children. It just uses all the bright, beautiful elements in this suite of products. Here's another one with that cute lion. I love that. This is another fun card. Look at we use those circles for ice cream cones. They used it for balloons. Perfect. Here's another beautiful card made by Kathy Miller. Look how cute that is, that little fun fold. This is nothing more than a little panel tucked behind that white layer. Yeah, another beautiful card. Here comes another one. Love that koala bear. Did you guys watch my video where I kept calling it a panda? Yeah, well, things happen, right? Here's another really cool card. Then I have some 3D items. I made up this little bag of M&Ms, and this matched one of my Bermuda Bay cards. But I just took the tag and stamped it with Stays on vellum, and then just cut out 2 tags and layered it right on top like that. And I thought that was a super cute way to decorate that. And I think you guys have all seen these little containers. This is a half of an acetate box. I used the Meerkat set. Now this is free during celebration. The Gang's All Mirror, it's called. But I used the designer series paper, and you could put a little gift card in here or some candies and give that away with your birthday card. Super cute little gift set. You also saw these. These hold the little mug treats that have the caramel topping. You can get these in the cake aisle. They're called mug treats at your local grocery store. Oh, this one kind of came apart a little bit. These have been through the ringer because I keep dragging them all over the place. But super cute little pouch. You're going to find all of these little ideas on my blog. Here's another cute little card with that koala. Another fun fold. Look at that. That tucks right in there. This is a neat little thing to do, is to make that circle popped up on dimensionals, and that panel tucks right in there. Another really cute one. Yeah, so tons and tons of different ideas using this suite. I have absolutely had a blast with it. I hope you guys will enjoy my online class on Friday. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. The dates are all listed there. The PDF file will be available on Friday. The class will come out, I think I said on April 1, 2, 3, around the first weekend in April, I'll have that class out. I am planning on going on a vacation at the end of this month. We are headed to Arizona. Yay me! So that's why it's going to be a little bit delayed in when I get that class out to you, but it won't be too bad. It's usually about 3 weeks, so I'm still hoping for about that 3-week mark. All right. Those are my little tips on how I get set up to start designing cards, and just an easy way to get everything ready so that things are at your fingertips and there's not a lot of fuss and hassle going on as you're creating cards with a bundle of product. If you guys have any questions, as usual, please don't hesitate to ask me. Make sure you click down here to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You don't want to miss anything I have coming out. I always appreciate your orders, and if your order's under $150, please use this host code. If it's over $150, do not use the host code. You're going to get some rewards from Stampin' Up, and I definitely want you to have those. You can click right up here to head over to my blog. I will have links to some of the birthday bonanza products that were used in the cards I showed you today, so you'll have easy access to those to shop in my store. Today's Wednesday, hump day. That means joke of the week, and I have a pretty good joke to share with you. Again, over there, click up here to get to my blog where you can see the joke of the week. I think we all need to laugh a little bit more. Laughter's good for the soul. Head over there and get yourself a little giggle today. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. Bye-bye.